Hi everyone, today we are going to record a video on how to get started with Docker. Okay, so basically what Docker is containerization technology that virtualizes Linux at the OS level. Now, you may be used to virtualization such as VMware or Oracle VirtualBox. Okay, so the difference between typical virtualization and containerization is as follows. So I'm actually running Oracle VirtualBox and I've actually got a virtual machine here. So what this virtual machine has done is it's actually virtualized the hardware. So what we've got here is virtualization of the memory, of the processor, of the storage. So that's good. Okay, and basically virtualization is very useful and it's allowed us to install more than one host OS, directly onto hardware. Okay. Containerization takes that a little bit further. So what containerization does is it basically doesn't virtualize the hardware. What it does is it takes a portion of the actually host operating system's kernel and that gets allocated to itself. So it actually means it's a lot more lightweight than running a virtual machine. So typically in a workplace, say for example, if you had one blade server running VMware, that blade server would typically be able to run up to 50 virtual machines. Okay, using containerization, that same server would actually be able to run 500 containerized Linux operating systems. So you actually get a lot more bang for your buck using containerization than virtualization. Another advantage of containerization is it's actually much more portable. So a lot of organizations have started to adopt Docker as they're migrating from typical on-premise equipment or whether they're using data centers via co-location to moving the environment to cloud environments such as AWS or Microsoft Azure. Okay, to get started, so I actually have CentOS7 up and running. So this is a virtual machine, and what I'm going to do is run containerized containerized containers within this actual VM, just to show you the process. So what I need to do is cut and paste these commands on the right hand side onto the terminal window on the left hand side. Okay, so this is actually my host, this is actually my Linux OS running in Oracle VirtualBox. So I'll just put that there to the side there, and I'll put these notes on this side here. Okay, so I'm just going to clear this screen. So the first thing I need to do is actually install Docker. So the command is yum space install space docker then -y, hit return. Okay, now just remembered I'm actually not logged in as the root super admin user. So before I forget, I will actually switch to the root account as follows. Okay, and then I'll start again. So the first command is yum space install space docker space -y, and that will go ahead and download the various components that are needed to run Docker. So we just wait for that to complete. Okay, Docker is now installed. So the next thing we need to do is enable it. So the next command is systemctl space enable space docker. Okay, and then we need to start the actual Docker daemon or process. So we'll do it as follows: system space start space docker. Okay, so we're now ready to start using Docker. So Docker has a central repository of containerized operating system. So we're going to pull one called for CentOS. So I'm going to pull the CentOS7 container image. So the syntax is Docker space pull space CentOS. Okay, and we're just going to wait for that to download. And all you need to do is download it once, and then you can redeploy as many times as you want without having to download it again. Okay, so the image has now been downloaded. So we're going to launch the first container, and as you'll probably see, it's extremely quick. So the process is docker space run space -d space -t. Then the name we want to give our image. So I'm going to call it CentOS server 1. Then the actual image we want to use, which is the one we downloaded called CentOS. There you go. So now we have a containerized server running within this virtual machine as follows. So actually what I will do is maximize this terminal window so we can see it more clearly. And to create another containerized OS, just that, and another one. And as you can see, this technology is extremely quick to deploy and run images. So I've now actually got these are technically servers. I've got 3 servers running within containers within my CentOS7 VM. Okay, so I'm going to bring this back to the side again here. So, and what you can do is, if you want to shut down one of these servers, you can actually type the command docker space stop, then the name of the container, in this case 3. Okay, so that shut that one down, so we can list them, and we can see one of them, CentOS. So CentOS-server 3 is now shut down, and you can actually log into each of the running containers. So the syntax to do that is, I'm just going to bring that to the left again, docker space exec space -it, the name of the container, so in this case it will be 1, then the command you want to run. So in this case I actually want to run the bash shell within the container, and I'm now actually inside the container. So I'm going to exit out the container. I'm now back in the virtual machine, and I'm now going to exit out the virtual machine's terminal, or as root, and I'm back to user Amit again. Okay, I will now post the commands used in the description box below. Thank you very much for getting to the end of this video. Please click on like. Also, don't forget to subscribe, and also don't forget to hit the notification bell should you wish to get alerted once I upload further videos. Thank you very much, and have a nice day.